Okay, welcome today on September 11th, 2024. We are blessed to have Debo as our speaker today. He is an IT professional. He has background in AI, engineering, architect. He works with an Amazon Google Cloud and has over 16 years of IT experience with specialization in infrastructures, developing operations, reliability engineering. I'm sure he can tell you a lot more than I can about all of that. But he has an MBA in finance and information systems. He is originally from Africa and has been here at All Saints since 2017. So we just met at the ministry fair here, and he offered his assistance to help our job seekers. And so we're very excited to have one of our own parishioners be our speaker today. And so I will just turn it over to you.
Yes, there you go. I was looking for the unmute button. Hi guys, my name is Dibongo Ngoh. Everyone calls me Debo. I'm originally from Cameroon, like Tracy said. So I've been working in IT for about 16 years. My background started with accounting. So my bachelor's degree was in accounting, and I didn't really like it because it's kind of boring, wasn't very interesting. And then I went and did my MBA in finance and information systems. Then that's when I got into IT as a data analyst. I've worked as a database administrator, worked in cloud engineering, worked as a cloud architect. And I've worked with data and AI and then uh, DevOps, site reliability engineering. The industries that I focus on over my career has been finance, retail, insurance, and healthcare industries. And I'll explain why those industries are very, very, very important because those industries run America. Like you always have banks, retail, you always have grocery stores, you always have Macy's, you need to wear clothes, insurance, you always gonna have car insurance, health insurance, right? So those, and then you have healthcare is always gonna be there. So those insurance run the country, they run America. So those key industries is where you want to work. You want to be there so you're gonna have a job for a long time. Manufacturing can go away because of AI, of automation. Manufacturing goes away. Other type of industries are not very stable. Energy sector might go away because of renewable energy. So it's very important to pick your industry where you want to work in and so you can be stable for a very long time. So I think on the agenda, the way we're going to do this is Tracy sent out the agenda is to talk about the basis of finding job in 2024. And then we're going to talk about some social networking strategies, type of applications, and then job application tools at the end. And I'll demo and show you how I apply and what it is. So the job market has changed because over the years, companies find a better way to do things, right? Manufacturing, they find a better way to make cars or assemble cars. In Detroit, General Motors, Ford Motors found a better way to make cars. So it has changed, right? Some jobs are also being sent offshore as well. So now, traditionally, you'll have to go into an office, say, hey, I would like to apply for a job here. Like, for example, Best Buy as a cashier. They'll give you a paper and you fill out that paper and your name, and then you come back for an interview and you interview and you may get a job or may not get a job. Same thing with McDonald's, Burger King, you get the point. Nowadays, everything is kind of sort of online, right? You have to go online to some website and apply to the job. The human aspect is taken out of the job application process. You don't get to see a person and smile or make a joke with them and laugh and for you to get that job. You apply online, they don't know who you are, they don't know if you're a nice person, you may not even get an interview. It's very, very difficult now. So the strategies I'm going to talk about makes it a little more easier. And you're going to realize that in a job, in one or two jobs that you're going to see online, there's more than 100 or 200 applications, but you can still be selected if you do one of three things that I'm going to share, right? There's a strategies, there's some techniques around it. So let's go into social networking strategies. Any questions there so far? I want to make this very interactive, right? I don't want to just go on the way to the end. Any questions so far or comments? everything is online now. So what I want to discuss is how to win the online game, right? The online game is everyone's applying to the same job as you. Why aren't you getting a call? Is it your resume? Is it your just luck, maybe? Right? What's going on why you're not getting that call? So that's what I want to just dive into solving that problem. How to get recruiter to reach out to you, to call you, what makes you stand out, right? Your resume, your LinkedIn profile, your objective, those things. But Tracy mentioned something in the beginning of this meeting that was very, very important. You have to know what you want. And let's talk about that, right? We want a job, but a job is a big word. What type of job? We don't know yet. We want to just make money so we can pay our bills and live our lives. But what is your passion? What makes you happy? What do you want to wake up in the morning and do every day? When I did accounting, I thought it was accounting. But I realized real quickly that's not what I do. My dad wanted me to do accounting, so he paid for college for me to go to school and do accounting because he was an accountant. Right? And so I'm like, no, pops, this is not what I want to do. I want to be something else. So I did the accounting and it wasn't my passion. So I switched. I'm saying this because you may have to get your foot in the door to a job that may not be your passion. But once you get that job, while you're on that job, you're working, you're studying or learning some new skills for what you really want to do. If your passion is AI or your passion is project management, after 5 p.m., you may have to go work on project management skills so that you can get that project management job. Some sacrifices have to be made there. Okay. So that's part one. And then part two is your real passion that you really want to do. You may have to do some kind of free work, like an internship for it, and then to get that real experience to go get that job, right? It's not gonna just come as easy as like that. Maybe you do some projects on your own, or some projects at a university, or some projects at All Saints, or some online projects, or some online groups that work on projects. There's online groups as well, like Upworks, Fiverr.com. There are so many online projects that you can do and prove on your resume that you did a project like this, and you reference a link, and the interviewer will say, "Oh wow, I know that project as well." Okay, then you can talk about it and then pass the interview. I'm going to share all those links as well, links and as well. So let's dive. Chris, do you mind if I share my screen and
No, please do that. You should be able to do that.
okay. So let me share my screen and go into the networks that we really use to apply. So I'm going to share here. So first things first, right? Let's talk about social networking. So the social networking for jobs is LinkedIn. That's the only one I know, So when you get on your LinkedIn, I'll just talk about LinkedIn a little bit. So this is my LinkedIn, right? The way my LinkedIn is structured, it's such that uh, you want to follow people on LinkedIn who do what you do. Let me say that again. You want to follow people who do what you do or who do what you want to do. So if you want to be a director, you should be connected on LinkedIn with directors. That makes sense, right? So you have a dream and you visualize your dream of becoming that person. So when you connect with those people, what happens is when recruiters search for directors, they can also see the director's connections to that person. So since you're an aspiring person and you have the same connections, then now when you now build up your resume and everything and start applying to those jobs on LinkedIn, that's what happens. So there's something called my network here. Your network is the type of people that you deal with, your connections, the type of people that you contact or you talk to every day. For mine, it's mostly in IT and engineering. That's my field, right? All these people right here. That's my field because that's what I do, right? But for you, you may want to connect, for example, someone mentioned about project management. That's the type of people that you want to connect to. So you can come here and search for project management or project managers like that. Let's see what happens. And it will show you this jobs, but you can look for people. And you see, you have this guy, he's a project manager, this guy is a project manager. see people results, and then you look scroll down. This guy's a project manager at Global Payments Inc. This is a big comp as a big company. You look for another one like project manager at Cognizant, right? And then you connect with him. Once you connect with him, you now say, hey, you start doing social engineering and networking. Hey, I was connecting to you just to discuss project management, projects, and things like that. And then boom, you're connected with him. And then the day there's an opportunity, or he knows an opportunity within the company, he can refer you because you're connected with him. You've chatted with him online, right? So that's the social engineering and social networking piece. It's like Facebook friends. We add friends on Facebook, they comment on our posts and those things, right? But that's where it ends. But here, you can derive value from connecting with somebody. I've actually gotten a job from a connection that referred me internally. So that's an internal referral. That's number one thing that you want. This is the easiest part. This is the way like you know somebody. This is networking. Your networking determines your net worth, right? That's the first thing. Okay. And then, so that's that with LinkedIn. It's very, very simple. LinkedIn has something called premium. I have it. I don't pay every month. It's free trial your first time. Then the next one is $9.99 a month. If you can afford that a month, I will say do, because it allows you to see the insights on jobs. Let's say we'll look for a project management job, project manager, and you want a remote job. So we'll say remote. You can type remote here. You don't write remote job. Most people want remote jobs. And you see here, it will show you this job, remote. They say remote, but it must be in North Carolina or Mississippi or Pennsylvania. That's just an example. Another one doesn't show you anything. And then this one is not the remote project management job here, right here. Remote, Louisville contacted or remote, so it's remote, right? And then you look at this person here, Mati Paroko. Now, because I have LinkedIn Premium, I can message them directly. I have Premium and I have 15 email credits. See that? I can have 15, but I don't really use it, right? So you can send her a message or let AI can write the message for you, right? With AI, and AI will write the message for you. Ask about a job, and AI is deriving a message for you. Hi, Matty. I noticed you decided to apply to the my role. My experience aligns. Regards, Dibongo. And you send. So this is one of 15 credits. You can use this for 15 different jobs. And I guarantee you, one of the recruiters will reach out to you and say, hey, yeah, would you like to learn more about a role? What's your number? I'll call you and we'll talk about it. But I don't use it very much because I'm not really looking for a job right now. But that's what I would do for something like this, right? You can shorten it, you rewrite it. This is all AI writing as a letter or a mail for you, right? Are you still accepting applicants, right? All these things. So that's just one way of using LinkedIn Premium, or like I said, it's free trial, or you can just connect. You can, when you look at a job, even if you don't have LinkedIn Premium, you can look at this job and see that Matthew Paroko is the one hiring, okay? And you click on Matthew Paroko's profile and you go message her directly without using LinkedIn Premium. That's it. Or you connect with her, and then when she accepts your connection, you chat with her and get her to give you this project management job. That's one way. That's a social networking piece. It's the most easiest piece, and it's timely. It takes a while because they may have, so I can see she has over 100 applicants here. So with over 100 applicants, what's the probability that you're going to get called? It's slim to none. So the best option sometimes is just to reach out directly to her, right? Okay, that's the social networking piece. Let's talk about any questions there before I go into develop applications? Any questions on the social networking challenges? No? Okay. So if you have any questions, you can also put in the chat if you don't feel comfortable speaking. That's fine. So that's just networking, right? Connecting with people who are similar to you. Sometimes I even may connect with leadership as well. Let's say you want to work for a company. Anyone just can someone give me a company? Random company. I don't know. Anyone give me a company? AT&T?
Yes, right.
AT&T. Someone mentioned AT&T in the beginning. AT&T, telecommunication. So you go search the company AT&T. Boom. The company is on LinkedIn. Great. So this is AT&T profile on LinkedIn, right? We go to jobs. These are the jobs, right? AT&T, these are the jobs right here. So their jobs, when you click on their jobs, it will take you to their website to do an application. You cannot really apply to the job here. Okay, that's fine. So we'll go back to AT&T, and instead of applying to the job directly, we want to do social networking. So do the people at AT&T, see people results. Oh, director of data science and AI at this. Oh, I want to work in AI and I want to work at AT&T. And he's the director. Guess what? I'm going to connect with him, add a note, say hello, Bo. Nice to connect with you. Regards, Debo. And send. That's it. When he accepts my connection, I start talking about data science. Hey, did you hear about the new recent technology that came out? Social networking, give it some time, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. And then you now say, hey, are you guys by chance hiring? It's a sales technique, right? And then so yeah, we have a role coming up in the next, I'll keep you in mind. Boom. You're the first on the list. Before the job even goes out, out there on LinkedIn, it's posted, he already has you in mind because he knows you as a connection. Maybe you guys share the same interests. Maybe you like the same football team, right? Maybe you went to the same school. Maybe you live in the same state. Oh, he's an Ohio State graduate. Ohio State is a great team in football. These are all socializing things that this is what you would have been doing when you went in person to do a paper application. Now you're doing it online. Your discussion. Oh, you're from Africa? Oh, yeah. I was in Ghana last year. Da, da, da. All these conversations, you have it online by socializing. So when he has a job available and you have the same skill, you're the first one in mind. But this is how you do it on LinkedIn. This is the Facebook for job applications. Any questions here before I go to the next page? I want to make sure that all right, this is a home, there's a social networking is a home run. You have to have connections. You have to connect to people who are like-minded like you, who share the same values of you, whether spiritually, any kind of way.
So do people typically respond when you
Yeah.
do send this type of messages?
Yes.
What is the, because I don't know
Not
how
100%. I'll keep not 100%. Some people don't want to respond. Some people are millionaires, extremely rich, mean. They don't respond. Not everybody responds. I've had people reject me just because for example, I want to get into commercial real estate, but my LinkedIn profile says I'm a data and AI architect. So when I connected with about 4 or 5 commercial real estate people on LinkedIn, they're like, who's this guy? Like, they looked at my profile, they didn't see anything about commercial real estate. So they rejected me. And rightly so. I don't have nothing on my LinkedIn about commercial real estate. But if they look at your profile, oh, this guy's in data and AI like myself. Oh, he's done this and this and this. So that makes sense. So yeah, someone's mic is on. Is that you have a question or? So yeah, not everybody responds, but again, you keep trying, right? Like I said, if what you have in your profile, what you are, is who you're connecting with, 80% of the time they're gonna connect back with you. Especially if you have the same skill set. Like he's a director of data science and AI. I am a data and AI person. So he's definitely gonna connect. why wouldn't he connect, right? There's maybe a mutual interest in something. I work for at Amazon. He works at AT&T. Maybe I can help him. Maybe he can give us some business. So there's a mutual connection there. You also want to connect with people who are in the same like industry as you, right? Telecommunication industry is something that I don't want to work in that industry, right? But again, I just want to show an example. So if you do that like 5 or 10,
Hi,
5 or 10
Dibo.
a week,
Question here.
yeah, go
Sissy
ahead.
Bad. I noticed your profile doesn't have a picture. I always think
Yeah,
that having a picture is important.
it
So
is
is
important.
any reason why you don't have a picture in your profile?
Yeah, it's because I'm getting old.
Okay.
No,
You
no,
don't look that old.
that's not the reason why I don't have a picture. I used to have a picture. I removed it. I was supposed to have put a picture on my LinkedIn, but I keep forgetting to put it. I keep forgetting to put it because but yeah, I'm gonna put it. I have many pictures with a suit and tie. I'm gonna put a picture on there. Yes. I keep forgetting. I just keep forgetting. But yes, it's important to have a nice picture, professional picture with a nice background, more like a suit and tie if you're a guy, or for the professional if you're a lady. It just shows who you are. And then don't put the open to work right there. Don't put that. I'll talk about that more. That open to work badge that sits right in your profile picture, don't put that on there. Don't. I'll explain why. So any more questions about LinkedIn?
We did have one other question from Stella. So she said, since the recruiter has several messages, how can you make your message to them more attractive? And then is there another social media that you would advise um, uh, other than LinkedIn for reaching out to people?
Yeah, so I'll take the last question first. So another social media other than LinkedIn, I'm not sure. I'm not really, I don't know of any other one. LinkedIn is like a monopoly. They're the number one out there. So I'm not sure about any other social media. Maybe Twitter, Twitter X might be another one. It's a professional site, so people have these conversations on there all the time about jobs and stuff. But LinkedIn is the only one. And then recruiter reach outs. So if I go to my messages here, there's this thing called email. People reach out to me sometimes, and I don't even have the chance to respond. You can see here, I don't respond to a lot of this. Yeah, I've never opened them ever. To make your messages stand out, I would say connect with them first. And then as soon as I connect with them, you send them a message, right? Or you send a message and connect at once. Let me show that. Like what I just did with the other guy. You send a message and connect at once, right? So like, let's pick another company. Let's say Verizon. And then you go to people. And you go to all people. And at Verizon, you look down. It's in Plano, Texas, by the way, global head. So you see, when I do a search, the people that show up for me is based on my skill set. Because I'm in data and AI, I'm seeing people about data and AI. That's what LinkedIn does. So if you search Verizon and people, you're not going to see the same people as me, right? So, but if I want to look for a recruiter, for example, I will come here and say Verizon recruiter. There you go. Senior recruiter Verizon, current senior recruiter at Verizon, Ashley Matthews. This is a person posting jobs for Verizon. So connecting with Ashley Matthews, she can tell you what positions they have open right now at Verizon. And because you connected with her and chatted with her and you know her, on your connection with her, she will get you the job first before everybody else. This is a skill that people are not using this skill set. People don't use this skill set today. They don't. Everyone's just applying to job. She currently works at Verizon in Plano, in Irving, Texas today. So she knows the jobs. And then now, we can go back now to jobs at Verizon. Go back. Jobs. And I don't know, any job. Just let's see what jobs are there. Let's just say this job. Or it's hybrid, you gotta go to the office. Doom. And then we pick up this job and the link to this job. This is the link. And we go back and go to Ashley Matthews. People. Horizon recruiters. This is time consuming, but this is worth it. And then Ashley Matthews, you connect with her. And you add a note. Hi, Ashley. Hope all is well. I will like, please, I would love to learn more about this role, principal AI engineer. You put the link in there. Uh-oh, I didn't copy the link. This is the link. And that's the job number, R1047277. They store their jobs in job numbers. See? Job ID, this. You send her this job ID. Most jobs have a job ID, job number. And then boom. All right. Job ID this. Thanks. Email. And then you send. That was a custom note, the ID. Now I'm connecting with Ashley Matthews and asking her about a job at the same time. If she sees my connection, she reaches out to me, we talk about that job, she puts me in first place in the interviews, and I get interviewed for that job. That's the power of social networking. Your network determines your net worth. It's people. People are the one who control this job. So we have, because applying online, it's fine. You can just apply and it goes into a system. The system looks at your resume, scans your resume for the keywords that the job is looking for. And then if it's not, you don't have enough keywords, your resume don't make it to the last cut. It doesn't make it to the next step, the next step. And then you don't get called. That's what's happening really, because your resume doesn't make it to the next step. But if you connect with a human being, even though your resume doesn't have all the keywords, it's a human person. She sees you on LinkedIn. She sees your picture on LinkedIn. She's looked at your profile, what you're into, maybe where you worship, if it's on your profile. And then you guys talk. And then she gives you an opportunity. All we're looking for is an opportunity to interview. That's all you're looking for. And then once you go to the interview, you crush it, get the job, and that's it. Any questions? So yes, it's not 100% that your message is going to make it to the recruiter, but with this method, it works 80% of the time. It works 80% of the time. So I'll take 80% over 0%. Any other questions on social networking strategies? I can go
I'll
now.
just add to that.
Yeah.
So each month, if you don't have the LinkedIn Premium, you're getting a certain number. I think it may only be 5 of
Can only be
the
5 each month. That's correct. Yeah.
5 that it starts over at the beginning of each month. So you would use those connection notes pretty conservatively, unless I would say go ahead and try a free trial, because then you get it for a month and see how much you use it. But otherwise, you can certainly connect with them and then send them a note right after they connect and thank you for connecting, and then you tell them. So that could be, you might have a little more tracking if you're doing it that way, because you want to remember, like, why is it that I connected with this person versus this? But it's certainly, I found that people are pretty responsive after you connect with them to having that conversation and messages.
Yeah, Tracy, to add to your point, people like followers. If you realize, right? I have I have 780 followers for mine. Some people want to get to 1,000. So when you connect with them, they're gonna connect with you back because they want to have more followers. People like followers. This is the new generation. You're more important if you have 100,000 followers on Instagram than someone that has 5 followers. So that's the world we live in. So they're gonna connect with you. Trust me. Okay, so we can move on to the next thing. Type of
Yeah,
application.
and speaking of please feel free to put your LinkedIn in the chat and connect with others on the call and connect with Debo and myself. You're welcome.
Yes, please connect with us. Connect. You need to connect with people. Yeah, network. Yes. So type of applications, right? You have quality applications and then you have quick apply. This social networking strategist is not really an application. It's just networking. I wouldn't really call it an application because you're not applying to anything. You're just socializing and, in a way where, talking to somebody, hey, do you have a job? We both love Dallas Cowboys, so we have something in common, so we can work together, and talk about the Cowboys on the job. Just networking, socializing. And then type applications, you have 3 types. You have the quality apply, you have the quick apply, you have the recruiter reach outs, right? Recruiter reach outs is what we just did, but there's another recruiter reach out I was going to tell you guys about, like show you, right? A different method from what we just did. So a quality apply is an application that you really take your time. There's a question in the chat. Okay. A quality apply is an application that you really take your time and apply to that job. What is a quality apply? Let's say you randomly, your dream company, you want to work for, I don't know, someone give me a company, any company.
And just said American Heart Association earlier.
Okay, American Heart Association. American Heart Association. Boom. This is the website right here. You go to this website. This is quality apply. This is how you do it. And then you scroll all the way down, all the way to the bottom of the page. And you go to careers right there. Boom. Voila. And then what kind of job do you want? Anybody give me a job title that they want to become? Anything?
Okay,
Yeah, the
project manager.
data scientist.
Data scientist. Data scientist. Obviously, you want to work remotely, so we'll do remote and find jobs. Oops. No data scientist. Let's do United States.
And maybe
Nope,
don't have,
they don't have that role. Any other thing?
or you could have it without the S at the end. I know there's project manager.
Field scientist. Maybe it's just here. Data mining developer. Okay, we have one that has Texas. Data mining developer. Boom. Open this up. Why is the location thing? And you look at the jobs. Oh, okay. Looking for ETL, they're looking for this, they're looking for this, looking for this. Now, when you have this job description, look at your resume. Look at your resume and see, does my resume meet this? Is there anything that I have done in my experience or as on a project that is here that's not on my resume? If there's anything that you've done in your project or any kind of training or project that is here, that's not your resume, update your resume with this. Let's say you did something in college, like you did something in college, like Python in college or something, right? Project. So come here and take this line, copy it and put it in your resume. And then when you're ready now, you come now, you click apply. And then you log in, create an account. Oh, actually, no, that's not my email. So, and then you apply for this job. This can take about 5 minutes or 10 minutes. This is what I call a quality apply. So the rule of thumb is to do 5 of these a day, only 5 a day, because it takes so much time, right? 5 a day at least 5 a day or more if you have the time. And then submit profile. Let's save that. And then now I'm gonna go into this. I'm gonna upload my resume. Now I'm gonna show you something about my resume. About the resume, where's my resume? My resume always has the current month of that year. This is the reason why. Recruiters always ask you, can you send me your updated resume? Can you send me your updated resume? If it has the month and the year, and we're in September right now, that means it's updated. So when you apply to this job, they're going to see September 2024, and that means updated. Next month, October, I'm going to change this resume to October 2024. You have to do that every month and update it so that they don't keep asking you for your resume, the updated resume. That's just a little trick that I always use. The month and the year has to be in your resume for the current month. Around the 25th of September, 27th of September, I'm going to just change it to October. And I keep going just like that. Your resume is a living document, it's like a wheel. You keep updating it. So that's update your resume, and then, your phone number in there, and then, address. That's why he's doing this.
Yeah, I know this is a long process, but their application is pretty long.
Right. And then you submit profile. So this is long, this is lengthy, but this is the quality apply. I don't think I'm gonna finish this. But this is a lengthy process, right? I can do like that, and then United States, and then Texas, and then right, and then select the first category, external applicants. Are you willing to relocate? No. Submit the profile. And then ask those questions, high level education, all these things. Are you authorized to work? All these other questions, right? No. Do you have a board member or no? Are you on this 18 years? Yes. Next. Right. And then you go through these EEO questions, gender, male, race, right? And then you send it next. Job specific questions. What's the salary requirements? So salary requirements, you put your salary requirements here, 200 and that, and then computer science, yes. Do you have at least 5 years of experience? Yes. And then do you have minimum of 2 years of clinical healthcare domain? Yes. And then next. And then they have this voluntary document. I'm not a protected veteran. It's my name, sign, submit. I don't have a disability, submit. And that's it. The application doesn't submit that. It just took me about 3-4 minutes there, right? That's one. You do that 5 of these. That's quality applied. Any questions?
So hi Debo, this is helpful. So I just wanted to ask you when you do these quality applies, as you call them. So I do this. I got to go through the process of comparing my resume,
Yeah.
my default resume to the job, and do some tweaks. But the other thing someone else kind of showed me to do, which I mean, I haven't gotten any great responses yet, but I think it's helpful. Like your input is, I use ChatGPT, and I copy paste the job description into ChatGPT, drop in my resume, and I ask it very specifically, say, tell me where my gaps are, between the resume and the job description, and it'll give you a list and say, here's where you're good, and here's 3 things that you're missing. So you need to put those in your resume because they're clear. You know what I mean? So it's like
Right.
It's getting a second opinion, right, on that quality check of the resume you were showing. I mean, any thoughts on that? Or
Yes.
something similar?
Yes. I have friends who use ChatGPT. My take on ChatGPT is a great tool. You can say, ChatGPT, write me a detailed resume in Word document format for an Oracle HCM developer role with 8 years of experience. And 4-year education and extensive projects on Oracle development. Please make it 3 pages. This is ChatGPT. We'll take this and generate a resume for you. But the thing is, that personable human connection or human touch is going to be missing from this resume, right? I've had people send me emails and I can tell them that email was written by ChatGPT. It's just too perfect. Recruiters don't want to hire perfect people. I interviewed for a job at Netflix, right? That's the resume. And I passed everything. I have all the skills. Perfect. But they didn't hire me because they told me I was too perfect. You know what I mean? You must have some weaknesses. You must have some gaps. When you see a job online, when you look at a job online, let me go back here and look at a job on LinkedIn.
Well, Dibo, just to be clear, so what I actually do is in ChatGPT, you can upload your existing resume. So rather than yeah, so it kind of analyzes the two and then gives a list of gaps and strengths is what it does.
Yeah, what I'm saying is it's okay to have those gaps. You need those gaps. No, for real. You need those gaps, right? If you have everything the job is looking for, perfect, 100 over 100, the recruiters, so in an interview, you have the first round of interviews is going to be the hiring manager interview, right? The hiring manager, and then you have the technical interview, and then you have a cultural fit. There's something called a cultural fit to see if you fit with the culture of the company. If you're a perfect guy, you know everything, you're perfect 100%, you're not going to want to learn anything new. So, right? So you're not going to be asking for help from other coworkers. You know everything. Like I said, Netflix didn't hire me because I was perfect. Because I asked me, if you don't know something, what would you do? I'm like, I think I know everything. So they didn't hire me, right? So you want those gaps in your resume. You want, when you ask you, oh, on your resume, I see you don't have skills in Agile or skills in Scrum. Because yeah, I don't have skills in Scrum, but I have skills in project management, which is related. I'm willing to learn. I can learn that within the first 30 days. They see that, oh, this guy is a learner. He wants to learn. That's when they hire you. If you come in with everything, you're perfect, then there's no room to grow. So you want those gaps in your resume. You want those gaps in your resume. It's okay. But you want to be at least 85% complete, right? And then you don't know 1 or 2 things. That gives them, because they want you to come in and learn their culture, learn their company. You have the skill set, but that's a general skill set. When you come here at the company, they want you to learn what they know, right? What they have here. So yes, ChatGPT is good. You can use it if you want. I don't use it because again, like this is a resume that ChatGPT just spit it out, right? I don't use it. You see, it gives you a nice resume. It made it 4 pages actually. With certifications, it gives you some key projects here. You just have to replace your name and that's it. It gives you a full resume. It's great. It's good. But again, this is a perfect summary. This is perfect. This is, when you read this, there's no faults in here. It's too perfect. You know what I mean? You want
Right.
to understand.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so I think it can be, just to add into that, I think it can be a good tool to use. But first of all, you're never going to put information and skills that you don't have on your resume just because the AI tells you should have it, or that the job that's just putting yourself in a really bad position for your interview because you're not being authentic. So, I mean, chances are, I think it's a good way to be able to identify what are the gaps and where, maybe thinking of something like Diva was saying before, you know, where is there something in there that you are supposed to have that you don't have in your resume, and adding that. But there's going to be gaps because, you know, the chances of you being the perfect candidate for, you know, the position at 100% are slim. Otherwise, you know, maybe you're supposed to have it. So yeah, I think it's just a good tool that you can use judiciously.
ChatGPT.com is the site if anybody is interested, right? Just look into it. I'll put it in the chat here. ChatGPT.com.
Yeah. So one other question, and then and I know then we'll let you move on. Why do we always have to create an account? How do we keep them in mind? So a lot of the companies, they want to make sure, you know, they want to keep you in there as the same candidate and keep track of if you're applying to, you know, all these different positions. They don't want to have, you know, they have their own system and database. And they want to know, you know, what all you've applied to. You can use a spreadsheet or you can store the cookies on your computer. But I think having a spreadsheet of where you're applying is a good idea anyway, so that you can keep track and know where you are, you know, in all the different applications.
Okay, yeah, well, we don't have much time. So that's quality apply. Quick apply, starting from LinkedIn, you go to jobs, you search for jobs, project manager, or what job? Data scientist, let's do data scientist. Data scientist. And then you look for, you do remote. Most people want remote jobs. Remote. And you see all these jobs. There's these filters here. With a quick apply, this is what I want you to do with these filters here. Date posted. If you leave it at any time, you see 3 weeks ago, over 100 applicants. If you apply now, you don't have a chance. She already has, or he already has 100 applications. Over 100, it's probably going to be like 250. So among 250 applications, it means she's getting 250 emails. The most recent applicant that applies now, that's the most recent email on her inbox or in his inbox. So don't waste your time to apply to this. What I do is remote date posted in the past 24 hours. So it's brand new. You have 559 jobs in the past 24 hours that are brand new. Show results, and boom. This is the one you want to apply to because it only has 61 applicants 3 hours ago. Data scientist, 63, 3 hours ago. So yes, you still have a chance. The clock is ticking. Right here, Stage 4 Solutions. Oh, she reposted it 8 hours ago and over 100 applicants already applied. Some people use something called Easy Apply, which is an AI. An AI will automatically apply for you when you're not even there. So that's what this is. A lot of automatic AI like applications. Foresight Bank is a great company, over 100 applications. But this is what you really want to do. Like this is 62 applications 30 hours ago. So when you apply, so you just went to 62 to 63 just now. Someone just apply now. So when you click on this, it takes you to this site and you click apply and then boom, boom, boom. This is very easy. This is 1 minute and then you submit the application. That's a quick apply. That's one. So my rule of thumb is I do maybe 10 quality apply and 40 quick applies a day. So here you can just come to this filter and click on easy apply. Easy apply. And once you have easy apply, you can pick your experience level that you want. We'll pick medium, senior, and then 98. Then you can pick your salary requirements that you want. You can say 200 plus if you want. Let's see if there's any available at 200 plus. You only 9 jobs at 200 plus. And now you have your easy apply. And now I'm gonna just go click, 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 easy apply. Next, my resume is there. Oh, my resume there is showing August. That was last month. So I'm gonna go upload the September one, which is this. Update. Next. Tableau. How many years have I been on analytics? 3. Review. Make sure when you apply to jobs, unfollow the company. Unfollow the company. Why? Other recruiters see your activities online. If you're only following companies, that means that you're applying to jobs a lot. Recruiters don't want to hire people who are not sitting on the bench. Everyone wants the starting players. So you're on the bench a lot. They know that you're only, that's all you do applying the better. The one is know that you're busy, you're working, that's what they want to hire. Uncheck that and then submit the application. I do 50 of these a day. 50. Next, same thing. Easy apply. Next. 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 Review. Uncheck the company, don't follow them, submit. Same thing. Next, 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 next. That's it. That's quality apply. 50 of these a day can get you an interview within 2 weeks of doing these steps. Unfollow, apply. So I just did 3. So within the next hour, you can do 50. But make sure you use your filters of what you want. This is what I want, right? Use your filters of what you want. You can change it back to associate. You can change it back to, 100 plus, and you show 25 results. You can play with this one. If you don't want to do the filters, you can reset. But make sure it's only in the past 24 hours. Only in the past 24 hours. Because the job that has been past month, past week, has too many applicants already. Past 24 hours has 1,000 plus. So that's it for quality apply. Recruiter reach outs is going out to the job itself and seeing who this guy is, right? Nelia Emmanuel, and reaching out to him. That's recruiter reach outs. But you need those email credits as well, right? That's recruiter reach outs. So that's it. This are all the strategies. Again, you want to, on your LinkedIn profile, one last thing. You want to, some people's LinkedIn profile says that they stopped working. So it says June 2024. So it means that you haven't worked from June to now, right? I know you may have stopped working, but you should put what you're currently doing, right? Maybe you're doing some project work or some training. So put udemy.com or Coursera, whatever you're doing, and put to present. Because recruiters want to see or come and see that you're currently doing something with your time. If you just put June 2024, then you don't know what you're doing since June 2024. So they're not going to be able to hire you. They want active people who are actively doing things, right? So that's another key thing to know, right? I modified some people's resumes, so LinkedIn profiles like that as well. So don't put open to work on your resume, right? Don't put open to work. So the job industry is a little bit weird. We want to hire people who are valuable by other people, if that makes sense. What am I saying here? Some people put open to work. There are 100,000 people putting open to work on their profile picture. If you cannot find a job within 1 week or 1 month of putting open to work on your picture, and it's still there, recruiters can see that you're not getting hired. If you're not getting hired by other employers, why should I hire you? It's like credits. If Bank of America cannot give you a loan, Wells Fargo won't give you a loan. So when you remove the open to work on your profile picture and you're there, they will not know how long you've been looking for a job and why you haven't been hired. Because it tracks. The recruiters have this, they have a special account. They can see activity and how long you've been looking for a job. There's a thing called age on the market that they see. I know this because I used to be a recruiter myself. I used to recruit. I have a staffing company, right? I hire people and I place them at Verizon, I place them at AT&T. Like if I have those staffing contracts. So I can see when you put your resume, when you updated your LinkedIn profile, when was the last update. They pay for this, we pay for these services. We pay LinkedIn for this extra insight on the candidate's profile. So they can see when your last LinkedIn update was. They can see that. So I'm saying don't put the thing there, the open to work there, leave it as it is. And then when you chat with the recruiter, tell that you're not really actively, you're looking for a job, but not actively looking for a job. You're currently working on some projects right now. You're looking for something that really fits your passion, right? Hold yourself to high standards, and the recruiter will hold you to a high standard, right? If you just tell the recruiter you're at home, you've been on the bench the whole time, you haven't worked, you haven't done anything, they're not going to want to hire you because you haven't done any work recently. But if you see you've been working on projects, you've been learning some new skills, so you're looking for a job to apply your new skills, then they want those new modern skills that you want to bring to the company. You want to contribute to the company with the new skills that you've learned. Always try to tell the recruiter what you can add to the company. That's the key to job search in 2024 and beyond. AI is there, like my friend mentioned AI. Use AI, but I still like the human aspect of talking to people because people control all these things. And that's it.
Great. Yes, thank you so much. I know we're getting very close or past the ending time. Just one quick question, and if y'all have to leave, feel free. But I know there's some people on the call who might not want to ask this question, but what can they do if they've not been working for a good amount of time? What types of things should they be seeking? I know you mentioned before projects, etc., that they can put on their resume so it doesn't look like a long gap.
Yes, that's a great question. Go to Udemy. Go to udemy.com. If you haven't been working for a while, whatever you're interested in doing, someone mentioned the that been a Java developer that interested in data engineering. Go here and do data engineering. Java is a very high skill in demand. Very, very high. Java pays $150,000 a year. You should be able to get a job, right? This is SQL, Python, PySpark. So you're going to see data engineering and then Java. Where's the Java? It's somewhere here. I saw that. There's many courses in Java. There you go. Right. No, not that one. I think it's called Java Spark. Boom, there you go. Data engineering master course, Spark, Hadoop, Kafka there. That's Java. Boom. Take this course. I don't know how much it costs. I have a premium account. So take this course. You're going to learn there's Java inside of it, right? And then when you're done, they're going to give you a certificate. You're going to have a certificate. And that certificate, you put it in your LinkedIn profile. And then you can update your resume to saying that training, your resume, your current resume, your current position, right? The current position here, you said Udemy training, June 2024 to present. Does that make sense? June 2024 to present. Udemy training, data engineering, Java, Spark, June 24 or September 2024 to present on your resume. And update the LinkedIn profile with that present. It's important for the recruiters to know what you're currently doing. If you're currently upskilling for a new job, then that is fine. We will hire you with the skills you have. But it's important that your resume has no gaps with dates. You were working from 2016 to 2018, from 2018 to 2020, from 2020 to 2022, 2022, 2024, 2024 to present. You don't want to have gaps in your resume because it raises questions. What were you doing between 2017 and 2019? Oh, I went back home and just laid on the couch. No, that's negative.
Very good. Thank you for that. That's very helpful. So we appreciate you so much. Is there a way, are you open for others to get in touch with you? And do you want to share your LinkedIn profile?
Yes. I'm going to put the Udemy link in the chat for Jonathan.
And I did also put it in for, it's in the email that I sent out. You can click on his name and you can get it, but hopefully.
Yeah, here's my LinkedIn profile. I'm going to put it in the chat.
Here and definitely connect.
Yeah, feel free to chat with me, connect with me. Let's chat, and I'll guide you guys on your job search. Last thing before you go, make sure you know what you want. Know the job you want. Okay, the job you want is different from the job you need. You need a job to keep going, to go day by day for now. But the job you want is the one you're going to get that, be your career for the rest of your life. The job that you're going to get, it might be a warehouse job. It's a stepping stone. It's not the main job, not the final job, right? You're going to just get a job right now as a help desk support, making 45K, yes. While you're doing that, you're doing this course on Udemy. Udemy is my best friend. Udemy changed my life. I have over 60 courses on Udemy. I keep learning all these things. I purchased them. I have all these courses on Udemy. Look at that, all of them. I may not finish all of them, but I've learned 1 or 2 skills from each of these courses. That's the secret. Learning is earning, right? And there's labs in here. There's projects in here. If you go on Google and you just Google IT or Java, data, engineering projects, it will show you a lot of things in there. Kickstart, right? There's so many resources, guys, that you want to be able to use online. Okay.
Very good. Okay, well, thank you so much. We appreciate you, and thank you all for being on.
All right,
We'll be in
thanks,
touch.
guys.
Okay, take care. God bless.
You.